what we have done is we are working towards setting up 100 business models which can be taught through film and in small microfilms. So every step of the process is being taught through a video. Plus we're setting up a call center where people can call in and ask questions that I'm having this problem on certain issues. And they will be MMS a video on their mobile phone which they can play. They can also go to the nearest mobile shop and say, "Bhai, abhi wo movies download karte hain 20 rupees mein." So they can also go and say, "Bhai, biryani ki dukaan kaise lagate hain, zara filmein de." Right now, if you give somebody 20,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, they would not know how to start a business. I don't think the success rate will be very high. I think it will be a very, very low success rate if they have never done a business before. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out the best processes. On top of that, we're giving them the entrepreneurship knowledge on soft skill development, on why do you smile to the customer? You know, how do you request money from the customer? You don't say, "Bhai, itne paise de do." That's it. Like how attitude building is also part of it. So we're documenting all that knowledge in the form of film, videos. That can be downloaded on a 1500 rupee mobile phone, and that can be played by anyone, anywhere in the world. So that's the process. Anybody who has never, right now we're doing Urdu. Now you need to understand how technology works. Right now, every single video on YouTube can be translated into Urdu right now without doing anything. I don't know how many have anybody tried that?
Google Translate.
No, not Google Translate. I'm talking about YouTube video. If I put a video on YouTube in English, it will be instantly translated in 70 languages right away. Has anybody tried that? Okay. So what does that do? It allows us to take the world's content, every video ever made by Discovery Channel, History Channel, you name it, CNN, is now available in Punjabi, Swahili, Arabic, French, German, Sindhi, whatever. What happens now? So the knowledge becomes instantaneously available in text format. So everything which is being subtitled right now. So I'll show you that. So we need internet for that. I'll show it to you. Abhi subtitle aayega. By the end of this year, it will start speaking the other language. So what that means is कि अगर आप Discovery Channel की कोई आपने documentary किसी के ऊपर देख रहे हैं, you click on Urdu, that video instantly converts itself into Urdu and speaks Urdu. And 3 years from now, or 2.5 years from now, the same content, if you put it in Urdu, it will be available in Sindhi, Punjabi, Hyderabadi, whatever language you can think of. Now what happens? So all the language translation problems which you are thinking about, या आपका सवाल था आप कौन सी ज़बान में बना रहे हैं? Because that's a very important question. कि जी अगर आप PKB में काम कर रहे हैं तो अलग ज़बान चाहिए, आप सिंध में काम कर रहे हैं अलग ज़बान चाहिए. Now automatically, all of a sudden, all that changes. So how many of you here use a smartphone, Android or iPhone? Okay. Now in that there's a software. Now by the way, it costs 7,000 rupees to buy one as of right now, brand new, a Google phone. Okay, na? That same phone was 19,000 last year. If you remember, 10 years ago, a phone this size used to be 120,000 rupees. Now, वो सिर्फ पत्थर मारने के काम आ रहा. So in 10 years time or in 12 years time, that went from 120,000 to 200 rupees. Now think of that 10 years forward. The smartphone of today will be available at what price 10 years from now?
Something else will be the
Yes, but that particular phone which is now, this phone right now, I can speak English, it will speak Arabic. If I speak English, it will speak Sindhi, it will say Telugu, it will speak whatever language Google has already translated. So we should work on building the components rather than the content right now. जी? बोले I would like to
मैं कह रही हूँ कि इतनी फास्ट जा रही है जो
जी जी
फिर चंद सालों के बाद मतलब मेरे ख्याल में बहुत ज़्यादा फास्ट उसमें आ रही है इतनी चैलेंजेस जो है वो बढ़ते जा रहे हैं.
Right. So the thing which you need, the reason I do these programs is there is only one reason is you need to show you that you need to start learning how to learn. And nothing else. Because if you learn how to, if I come here and teach you social media, that will be obsoleted in 4 years' time. What do you do then? So if you could just learn how to learn, then you can learn anything you want to learn in the next stage. Whatever you don't become obsolete, because आज अगर आप समझ रहे हैं आज हम obsolete हैं, तो imagine this, at this speed of growth of knowledge, what will happen 5 years from now? Because YouTube is only 6 years old, and in 6 years time we have gone from almost no YouTube to now almost everything is on YouTube. You can learn anything from YouTube. So what will happen from 6 years from now? I don't know, because it's very difficult to imagine. Because one person wakes up, starts a small software, changes the world. And that one person used to be in the US, now it's happening from all over the world, because that knowledge became available to all the world, and now that innovation is coming from all parts of the world. For example, me, I created a company 6 years ago which sells US phone lines in the US to 22,000 phone companies, and I can't even go to the US. They don't give me visa. So I can shut down 17 million phone lines if I want to right now. I can't go there. So innovation can happen from anyone or anywhere. So that is the power of the internet. And if we can just learn how to do that, we can definitely do changes, with all the changes which you all want to do, we can do it faster. अब जो कुछ जितने भी हम सारे बैठे में हम ऐसे 14,400 के करीब, I heard there are NGOs. Now 14,400 NGOs के अंदर majority are working on health, education, poverty, corruption. Fifth तो कोई चला नजर ही नहीं आ रही होती. So 3 years ago I started my foundation, where I started looking for them. I couldn't find them, and I was just telling him, it's a miracle I found you finally, that I just pop up into your office. But so my goal was at that time how to create tools for NGOs to become better. So I was working with Edie Saab, I was working with Ansab and Isab to give them software. So we have created a software for missing person finder, for example. If you put a picture inside, it will search from all the databases, all the world, कि ये बच्चे का नाम क्या है, ये कहाँ बैठा हुआ है इस वक्त. So you can search that, it's free. Then we created another software for school system, that if you guys, any of you run schools, or we have a software which can run the entire school on the web. Payroll, accounting, जो आप सोच सकते हैं स्कूल में काम होता है, जो हमें समझ में आई थी, वो हमने इसका सॉफ्टवेयर बना के फ्री ऑफ चार्ज लगा दिया. Nobody is using it, but it's available. You don't need to buy servers, you don't need to install anything, it's available, you can just use it. Then we made for health sector. हमारे एक colleague था ऑफिस का, वो यहाँ वेकेशन पे आया, and उसको कोई मच्छर ने काटा, क्या हुआ, misdiagnosed हुआ, वापस गया मलेशिया, and he was given some medicine, he died out of cancer. In 6 months time he just finished. At that time we thought, why isn't there a record system where he can just, you can punch his name and see all the record of his life online. So we started making that software. Now that is available. आपकी जितने जो आप लोग क्लिनिक्स जो लोग चला रहे हैं, आपके पास जो बंदा आता है उसका मोबाइल नंबर और NIC नंबर डाल के उसका डेटा देख सकते हैं. अगली दफ़ा आएगा तो भी आप भी देख सकते हैं, और कोई और डॉक्टर भी अगर आप जाते तो वो भी देख सकते हैं. No charge. Absolutely no charge. But people are not using it. So the problem comes in if there's a fear. As I said, 7,000 rupees, I'm sure most of the people here can afford to buy a smartphone, but we're still afraid. I don't want to use it. Same goes for Facebook, same goes for YouTube. Madam ne kaha, how do we go about the next thing? If you go on YouTube, there's a button called upload video. That's how easy it is. उस पे जाएं, उस पे record video दबाएं. हर कंप्यूटर में अब 300 रुपए का कैमरा आता है. You turn that on and you can start making videos. 1200 रुपए का इस वक्त कराची में फ़ोन मिलता है जिसके अंदर वीडियो कैमरा लगा होता है. 1200 रुपए. Can't we afford that? Yes, we can afford it easily. Thing is, why should we do it? It's something which has to make sense, and I would like to try to make sense out of it. We should try to use this, and once we use it, it will make sense. Do we have my bag now?
Yeah.